Hello, I want to welcome you guys to the final tutorial on relic manipulation for Honkai Star in general, okay? Join me with for this one. Cheers to that. Expect this video to be long, and we're gonna be going through a lot of older footage too. I'm just gonna add it on because I don't have time to like re-record it. I'm sure you guys are okay with that. With that said, remember guys, once again, disclaimer. This is a theory craft that's constantly being tested, but not guaranteed. We will never tell you that it's a guaranteed way of upgrading, but it is better than RNG because you do know your probabilities. Alright guys? What we do is record data. That's all we do. And using that data, we predict our upgrades on our own relics, which is basically like a bit harder form of predicting your own summons, right? You can predict your own summons when you're at like 60, 70 pity, right? Same thing. Another disclaimer is to please read what we do. I know it's a bit much to ask for, but data will not work for you if you don't understand what we do. You know, like what's the point of using the data if you don't know what you're doing? Okay, real fast, let's talk about this part of the sheet before we get into the manipulation part, okay? So there is a theory about clear time theory. We basically try to aim for a certain clear time and you get certain substats off of it. You guys gotta remember that pseudo RNG is connected to time, right? So how fast you clear it literally determines what substats you get. Also, keep in mind, these images on this part of the sheet are all outdated. They haven't been updated. It's just there for an example. And it changes every Monday. And for sure, it changes every patch, too, okay? So how do you guys figure out the time that you guys need? Here, let me help you out with that. On Discord, there is drops clear time data, right? So this person cleared out a minute and 21 seconds. Got attack and speed, attack, speed, crit damage once, crit rate, crit damage, crit rate. Okay? So on and so forth, right? These guys are aiming for speed and effect rate, hit rate pieces right now, right? This is for this cavern. Though every cavern is different. Well, just try and aim for a similar time if you want similar outcomes. That's basically it, guys. Certain results you would want to go super fast. Sometimes you would want to go super slow. It just depends what substats you want. Okay, that's pretty much it. I think this will do. Eternal. Okay. Clear time of 55 seconds. I'm aiming for attack percent and effect hit rate. Speed. Oh, yep. Yeah. It also is the purples. It'll be either these pieces, or your purple pieces. Now, why am I showing you guys this? It's because you need better relics first before you can do the manipulation, right? Let's try that again. I'm still gonna aim below a minute. With a clear time of 46 seconds. Effect hit rate. Crit rate, effect hit rate. Effect hit rate. Attack percent there. Effect hit rate. Do you notice this, guys? I was aiming for more attack percent and effect hit rate, and I'm getting a lot of effect hit rate. Take this one with a grain of salt, because once again, it's not guaranteed. Even on my own, on the Discord, right? We are all trying to aim for crit, right? Most of the players, at least. And their times... Yeah, oh, they're getting crit here. You see what I mean? It's not a guaranteed thing. Don't treat it like a guaranteed thing. If it doesn't work for you, try the time that you're aiming for like 3 times. And if it's not working for you, try the next 30-second area. That's basically it. On the sheet, these are just examples. It's never gonna be a true like 30-second marker. Like even 30, 30, 30, 30. It won't be that way. It could be like 40 seconds to 1 minute and 10 seconds. Just think of it that way. So, alright, I'm gonna go over here to the summary page. See this? This is the current data for patch 2.2. And if I change it, I want you guys to notice something. Okay, this is patch 2.1 Thursday. Almost 2,000 tests. Look how different it is. I know this is a lot more compared to the current 2.2 data, but there's variation. So the basic thing we need to know is each patch is different. Okay, that's pretty much it. Patch 2.2 and 2.1 will not be similar, so on and so forth. And every certain day of the week, the data is different. Like what is more common than the other. How to read this data? We're gonna go over that right now. All these numbers here, they represent the numbers themselves. So it's gonna look like this, okay? So yeah, your first line, second line, third line, fourth line. That's what the numbers mean. All you're doing is predicting your upgrades using the data we recorded. To use this data, all you gotta do is like, okay, upgrade a relic that has 3 substats. Alright. Okay, from here, okay guys, you are now on the 4th line. So that automatically makes it like, okay, 4. So on the string search bar, I'm gonna type in 4. See 4? Okay. And then from there, you just follow along, right? So you predict. This is why it's not 100% guaranteed to work, because sometimes the percents are so close to each other. But hey, this is better than dealing with pure RNG, because you know your probabilities. Most Discord members only go for the 3rd and 4th upgrade. A lot of the newbies will only go for the 2nd upgrade. I mean, it makes sense, right? The most tests, but this is actually the more inaccurate way of doing it, and it's more accurate to go down the path. I will always say this, okay guys? Also, don't really rely on the 5th upgrade. There's really no point going this far, okay guys? Other side notes. Say you are upgrading, right? Say you did this. Alright, and now you're on the 4th line, right? And then say I went here. Okay. My pattern is now 4-4. Alright, let's continue, right? I'm just gonna level this one. My pattern is now 4-4-1, right? Alright, from here, guys, please note, if you add a substat right now to anything that doesn't have 4 lines yet, you lost your pattern. Say you did this, it doesn't have 4 substats yet. You are now back to the 1st upgrade of a new pattern string. Okay, guys? Also, another tip. If you are doing this, if you exit all the way up to here, your pattern string is gone. More side note, if you exit the game, if you disconnect, your pattern string is gone, because all the data is coming from the server. Also, know that your pattern that you are getting on a relic is not locked onto that relic. This is why I always say you could switch relics in between your upgrades, okay guys? We're gonna go a bit more on depth now, because I want you guys to understand this. This has been here. This has been here since the beginning of this sheet. We've known this since patch 1.3, 1.2, you name it. Literally a year ago. We know that every pattern can be converted as if it were to start on a different line. All data is recorded as if the 4th line was a start, right? So this part of the sheet tells you how it's all converted. It's basically a step up, right? Or a step down. Same pattern, all depending on the 1st upgrade, okay? So 4111 is the same as 3444. If you ever see me on a video saying 41 and the pattern that showed up was 34, that's why. Okay? So say you started from the third line, right? You type in 3, it converts it for you. This is the converted format, and this is the original format right here on the bottom. That's basically what it tells you, and you just work off of that. That's pretty much it. And then you could do the same with any other relic, right? Say you had like a 2-line relic. It's upgraded like this. Now you're on the 3rd line. What the freaking do, right? From there, you would type in here 3. Also remember, you could switch relics. Okay, you could switch relics. So my string is 3. Okay, starting with 3. So from there, because I added that substat, right? I added that substat to a 2-line relic. That forces my upgraded line to the 3rd line. Okay? And then from there, we just, go along the predicted path of the game itself. So say I upgraded this, right? That was 3-3. Because I moved the line to 3. And it's 3. I got 3. So 3-3. And it's the most common thing today. In order to actually use this stuff, like change the day and whatnot yourself, you have to make a copy. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Make the copy. I made the link for you. Right here. Click this. Okay? And this also allows you to change the patch version, allows you to use the string bar. Okay? Like, you could do whatever. Okay? There was a thing during earlier patches where players would get the low end percents a lot of the time, right? We called that SUID, professionally, special UID. That, it does happen, we thought. And we would basically tell players to upgrade another day, right? It actually got debunked by other players, other Discord members, because they were testing it, right? This also applies to time, right? So during the day, you're gonna have like a 24-hour period, right? From there, you'll notice that certain strings are more common than others at certain hours of the day, right? Say 1 hour, you're like getting the low end percents. So like this right here. Say you're getting the low end percents for that hour. Just 4.2 and 4.4. And the next hour, it's a high chance it's going to change up, right? Because you got to remember that pseudo RNG is connected to time. And that's how Hoyo servers work, once again. Gacha games are coded so everything that's RNG is server-side. Sadly, we cannot look at that server-side data because we're not there. This is also a reason why Hoyoverse wanted it this way. They wanted the RNG to be server-side, not client-side. If it's client-side, everyone would be hacking their relics like no other. Or let alone hacking their summons. Would you imagine that? Everything 5-star, each summon 5-star. They don't want that. They don't want to lose money. So how they make money? They put the RNG on the server. That's pretty much it, guys. So the best we do is record, once again. And off of that, it's just predicting, because you cannot see the server itself, the server data. You predict using whatever a player recorded. With that mindset, throughout the day, say like a whole 24-hour cycle, right? Overall, you would probably see more 4.3 and 4.1 over the 4.2 and 4.4. The reason why some players see the 4.2 and 4.4 more often, like it's reversed, it's because of the time that they're upgrading at. So there has been players that have told me that they feel like they were special ID for the whole week, right? It's most likely because they're upgrading the same time around that, like around the same period every day. So you're always going to be getting the lower end results. What if they changed that? What if they changed it to upgrading 4 hours before or after the usual time they upgrade, right? They might see more of this. So the current theory is, let me bring out a notepad. Say you're getting a bunch of this 4.3, 4.3, 4.1, 4.1, and let's say it was like 10 a.m. 11 a.m. you're gonna see something different. You're gonna see 4-2, 4-2, 4-2, 4-1, 4-1. The time is literally what explains everything. If you know how programming is, besides the fact that yes, that all the pseudo RNG is on the server, the pseudo RNG is also connected to time, right? So the time of day will change it, change your outcomes. Overall, we're not really changing much on what happens, right? Like it could be like 2 p.m. and it'll be like 4-4 out of nowhere. It could happen. That's basically it. This is how you can take advantage of the data. What do? Plain and simple, guys. Plain and simple. All you gotta do if you want the highest outcomes that everyone else is recording, wait. Don't wait the whole last day. Don't wait the whole day because you'll be on the next day already. Wait like an hour. Try again. Do test strings. All my videos, I do test strings for a reason. Alright? It's to see what is common for me for that time frame. Now you guys are probably wondering how are we going to do that. Let's go on to here. This is a new sheet. I want to give a shout out to all of these Discord members, especially It's Me. They're the ones that made this sheet. And this sheet right here is really just made so you could pay attention to your own rolls during the hour you are rolling. And not just rely on these right here. And from there, you just work off whatever you're getting, okay, during the hour you are rolling. So let me show you. So say you got the fourth line and then the first line. You type it in, there you go. 4-2, 4-3, 4-4. Okay, this also records your time that you did it at, okay? Yellow means it's uncommon, green means it's common. That's basically it. This sheet mainly helps players that are just going for this upgrade, the second upgrade, okay? That's basically it. This is mainly for players that want to be more aware of like, okay, what time should I upgrade at? Okay? Because sometimes your patterns will look like this. This string right here. Like it switches every now and then, but not so often, but then it will switch again. Most players want to see this, where it's common, then uncommon, then common again, like in big blocks. The bigger blocks like this, players prefer even more because it's easier to deal with. But once again, the key factor here is to be aware of the time you're upgrading and how it affects your own rolls. And also notice that most of this right here is all for the second upgrade. So literally this sheet, this new extra sheet, helps with players that are just going for the second upgrade. Overall, from my own personal experience, this is still more accurate regardless of time. The third and fourth upgrade is still more accurate regardless. That's just my thought. So it's up to you. If you prefer just going for the second upgrade, then this right here will help you. Timestamps for data bleed, we changed it so we could get more data and be more accurate overall with the whole theory of time blocks. Okay, so the goal is to make sure you are aware of when your daily reset is. So in game, when you see this right here, just make sure you do not upgrade when it says 2 hours from the refresh, 1 hour from the refresh. Don't upgrade. Also do not upgrade when it says 24 hours from the refresh or 23 hours from the refresh. You should be safe around 22 hours from the refresh of the current day. So say it's Saturday and it says 22 hours from the refresh. You're good to go to use Saturday data. That's basically it. And this applies to all servers. 4-4. Off of the 4-4, I could expect lines 2 or 4 next. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, just auto add. There it is, HP. So I'm at 4. No, wait, 4 according to this sheet I'm following. There it is. You don't win them all, but hey, there it is. Oh man. Okay. So that string was 4424. And it feels like for me, my longer strings are actually more accurate. I'm gonna let my Discord mods know what's going on here. Why am I actually predicting on long strings when we don't even have them yet? Or do we? What I am gonna do is force my line back to the third line. Auto add. Alright, I'm on the third line. Where are you going, Summer? And then gonna go here. Go for the next level. And she's back again. Remember, I'm on the third line, guys. Alright. That's some perfect distribution right there. That's 3-4, which translates to 4-1. I'm gonna do it one more time. Hopefully I'm fast enough. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm not gonna make it, am I? I'm just gonna do it. Alright, back to the main boot. I know I just passed 9:30 on my time. A little worried. Clear all. It might not be what I want. Because it's 9:30 now. Hey! We take those. Look at that. It's the best break boot ever. Alright, another 3-4, 4-1. Alright, this is how you guys can help us with getting data, right? So right here, all you gotta do is copy this right here. Control C. And then go onto the Discord. Make sure you guys have a server region role so you can see these. Because we're locked by region, we separate the data that way. And from here, you would just paste it, right? That's pretty much it, and just press enter. And from there, it'll go through us, the mods. So let's address confirmation bias, alright guys? Personally, I really hate the word confirmation bias because literally we take all data. We don't hide anything. We don't even cherry pick. We just take whatever is given to us and we put it onto the sheet, right? So in this sense, let's look at the relics first, right? Alright, first things first, we need to show you guys how not perfect it is, right? You see this? Is this confirmation bias? We're showing you this is not a perfect way of upgrading. It's not guaranteed. We never guaranteed it. But you tell me if this is better than RNG or not. Alright, guys? Let's keep going. I see no confirmation bias. We're showing you all the bads. But you guys gotta remember though, there's less bads than good. There's more good than bad, you know? The whole goal was to help players roll better, and I think we're succeeding in that, right? They're getting the substats they want most of the time. Most of the time, see? Once again, is this confirmation bias? I'll let you guys decide. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's go on to, what other people would consider more confirmation bias. So this right here, this is all the data we record. We get it from Asia, we get it from America, we get it from EU. We get all data. We're not picky, we're not cherry picking. We just get whatever is given to us and we put it onto the sheet. If you guys want to help out, you could easily send us the data. There you go. But once again, we don't want anyone to mess with our data. So we have to do fact checking, right? We have to make sure there's not some random person trying to mess with our data. So there's certain things a player has to go through when they enter this Discord, right? Like how active they are, so on and so forth. There's various things we look at as mods for this Discord just to make sure nothing gets messed up on the spreadsheet. Simple, right? Alright, confirmation bias on clear time theory, right? So basically all we do is just show our results from every time we clear. I see no confirmation bias from it. All we're doing is trying to, okay, we're going to aim for the same time as other players within the same time range, and I want you to see how successful they are. Yeah. It doesn't mean you'll always get what you want though, cause just look. It's not perfect. I'm not sure if this person was even aiming for crits, but yeah. It's mainly trial and error what we're showing. And it's up to you guys, the other players out there, to try this or not. You have nothing to lose if you try it this way. You're gonna be auto-battling through it anyway, so why not go for a clear time and get better drops overall on your substats? Once you get into theory, it's just a theory, but it doesn't hurt to try the theory. That's the thing. That's a ridiculous clear time. But it is what it is. I'm not here to prove anything. I'm just here trying to help other players get where they want to be. Okay? Alright. This is going to be the last flex that you're going to see coming from me. You guys already know I'm top 1% of multiple characters, right? So for this, I'm just going to use Freebles because it refreshes faster than any other site. I'm just going to use this to flex, okay? I will show you most of the characters I built, and you guys could judge. Go ahead. Alright. Alright, this is the next group. Alright, this is the next group. Also guys, if I'm going too fast, feel free to just pause the video. Alright, this is the last group. Here we go. It should be noted that Arlen doesn't have a maxed out boot here. Should be noted that Gallagher doesn't have a sphere or a rope maxed out yet. Okay? So if you guys want any updates for future things that we will do for the spreadsheet, it'll be all on Discord. Also guys, stay tuned, because I do know that the Discord is working on echo manipulation for Wuthering Waves one day, as well as working on a Genshin spreadsheet for pattern data on Genshin. I do know that It's Me has a spreadsheet and it's still being worked on. But honestly, just join the Discord. All I'm gonna be doing is streaming when I have time now. I don't have time to do all these videos. With that said, I'll see you guys next time.